I can do this job, Mayor Adams insists amid concerns over Fed criminal case. Mayor Eric Adams did his best Tuesday to embody one of his going catastrophes. Stay focused, no distractions, and grind in his first weekly wide ranging news conference since being criminally indicted last week. Throughout the roughly hour long media availability in the City Hall rotunda, his inner strain to Assange growing doubts that he can still effectively manage the city while fighting the federal criminal charges against him. I want to be clear. If I couldn't do my job, I would never do anything that's going to in any way hurt this city, Adams told reporters. I love the city. I wore a bulletproof vest protecting the children and families of this city. I put my life on the line for the city. I'm never going to harm the city. I can do this job and I will continue to do this job. And I have the right team to do the job. The 5-count federal indictment of Adams includes charges of bribery, conspiracy, soliciting foreign campaign donations, and wire fraud. Broadly, he stands accused of soliciting and accepting gifts and illegal foreign campaign donations from Turkish nationals for nearly a decade in exchange for favors. Mayor Adams argued he has been able to effectively lead his administration over the 11 months since the federal investigation that resulted in his indictment burst into public view. He said that will not change now that he has been formally charged, even though he will now presumably be spending a substantial amount of his time in court fighting the charges. To make his point, Adams compared himself to any New Yorker who is able to work their day jobs while contending with issues in their personal lives. For instance, he said that when he claimed to have been going blind while battling diabetes as Brooklyn Borough president, no one knew, and he continued performing his job as usual. I'm not quite sure why we're not really acknowledging that this has been going on for 11 months, but our city has not moved backward. It has moved forward, he said. Still, many of the polls making up the growing chorus of voices calling on the mayor to resign see things quite differently. Elected officials, ranging from Adams usual foes on the left, like U.S. Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Bronx, Queens, to even some of his more centrist allies like Robin Holden, D. Queens, called for Adams' resignation in the wake of the indictment. They have argued he cannot effectively lead the city while fighting the charges against him at the same time. They have also cited concern about the growing list of high-level resignations in the administration over the past month, including former police commissioner Edward Caban, chief counsel Lisa Zonberg, and school chancellor David Banks, who is due to step down by the end of the year. Adams already spent much of Friday morning surrendering to federal authorities and at his arraignment in Manhattan Federal Court, where he pleaded not guilty. The mayor said he would be back in court Wednesday morning for a conference that would take up some of his day. That's all I have to say for this video.